The computer assessment. So in this lesson, you will be completing an assessment which will be testing the knowledge that you have learnt in all of the topics covered in this subject of the computer. So in this lesson, you will activate your school Google account and join a class. You will find and complete your assessment on Google Classroom, and you will complete a task to label parts of a computer. We're now going to look at how we activate your school Google account and join a class. Now, the first thing you'll need to do is to find the link on ClassCharts that starts classroom.google.com, and you need to click on it. Now, you will be using your normal school login followed by @hodgehillcollege.co.uk and your normal school password, which I'm going to show you an example of below. So you'll find this to log into your Google account. Now, it's important that you include @hodgehillcollege.co.uk in full after your username. Now, your username you will find on your school passport, and it's also the same first part of the username you use on MathsWatch, so you should know it. You then need to follow that up with your normal school password. Now, if there is somebody already logged in to Google on the computer that you are using or device that you are using, you will find that you can also log in at the same time. You will need to use this particular login and not any other to access the work, because it's only available to Hodge Hill College usernames. Once you have correctly entered those usernames and logins, you then need to click Join Class to be added to the class. Now, the link you have been given at the start will link you to a specific class, and you need to check that that is your class when you log in. If you find it isn't, you will need to let us know. I'm now going to show you this as a video so that you can see how this is done. When you click on the link in ClassCharts, you will get the following screen come up in your browser window. You then need to type in the username or Google account sign-in that has been provided for you. To do this, you need your school login, which is your first initial followed by your surname. I'm using this as an example for you. And then your two numbers. For example, I'm going to use 99. So that's your username. Now, you must follow this up with @hodgehillcollege.co.uk. Now, that's your full email address for your Google account. So your school login followed by @hodgehillcollege.co.uk. Be careful of your spelling. Be careful that you type every bit of that in. Your username you will find on your school passport, or it's the same username you use for MathsWatch. Once you've typed that in, click Next. You will then get the following screen up. You now need to enter your password. This is your school password. So it'll be your date of birth, so your day, followed by the month, followed by the year, followed by your two letters, sorry. One capital, one lowercase. And then click Next. You will then get the following screen come up. You then need to click on Join Class. Because you were sent link to a specific class, you should now find your class listed in this section just here. Now, there will be some instructions about how you do things, but I don't need to worry about those. All you need to be interested in is what you can see in front of you now. We're now going to have a look at how you find and complete your assessment on Google Classroom. We'll do this by playing you the video I have attached below. When you first enter Google Classroom and you've joined the class, this is the first screen you will see. This is your dashboard. You can see straight away that there's three options at the top. That's Stream, Classwork and People. Now the stream is where you will find your assignment, because I've got it here on the stream for you. So all you need to do is to click on it, and what it will do is go into the assignment, which is where you can then access your work, the assessment. Now obviously, as this is the first time you go again, there is a few options that will pop up, but I'll work out what those are later. You can see now inside the assessment what you've got is a link to a Google form. Now this Google form is where you will find your assessment. Click on that and you may start your assessment. You should now be able to complete this assessment on Google Forms. When you have completed that assessment, you will then need to go to submit your answers. Once you have submitted your answers, you will then be able to go back and view your assignment, and the following screen will come up. When you first enter Google Classroom, what you will now see is that this is your dashboard. Your work is now listed as handed in. This is because you have completed the assessment and submitted your answers. You will then need to take a screenshot of this page showing that the work has been handed in and upload that to ClassCharts. Is go into the assignment, which is where you can then access the work, the assessment. Now, obviously, as this is the first time you're going in, there is a few options that will pop up, but you'll work out what those are later. You can see now inside the assessment, what you've got is a link to a Google form. Now, this Google form is where you will find your assessment. Click on that, and you may start your assessment. You now need to complete a task to label the parts of a computer. Now this is done in the form of a quiz. Now you will find this quiz linked on ClassCharts. Once you have completed the quiz and submitted your answers, you then need to go back and view your answers. This is what you need to take a screenshot of now. This is so that I can see which answers you got right and wrong, rather than just your score. So you must screenshot your answers and not just a picture of the score. This will then need to be uploaded to ClassCharts. So in order to complete the lesson, you need to upload the following onto ClassCharts. The first thing is a screenshot or picture showing this screen on Google Classroom where your computer assessment is handed in. So once you have submitted your answers to the assessment, you need to go back to Google Classroom, and the page where that you clicked on in order to go into the assessment should now show your assignment handed in up in the top right hand corner. You need to take a screenshot of this screen so that I can see that the assessment was handed in. The second thing you need to show me is a screenshot or picture showing your answers to the labelling parts of a computer quiz. So remember, it's not just the score. I need to see your answers. Both of these tasks need to be completed in order for you to have fully completed the computer assessment.